All right, good Friday afternoon, everybody. The weekend for those on the East Coast is almost here. For those on the West Coast, it's getting closer. Hope everybody's having a good Friday. I am back home. I am in my chair. I'm in my office. I am comfortable. I am sleep deprived. And you know what? We're just going to have some fun. Um, having a bad hair day, so threw the hat on. It is time to probably get this thing on this thing on top of my head, hair, whatever you want to consider it as a singular or plural, whatever it is. It's probably time to get it cut here in the next week or so. It is just, I'm losing it and it's thin. And well, it may just be time to do something a little different. Maybe we'll join the bald headed crew and just shave it. You never know. But first of all, hey, Mr. Ghost Runner, welcome. Played like 4 matches, meta not bad, but can be frustrating. Frustrating is probably the key word. I have played more than 4 matches. Some I have felt great about. Some I've wanted to throw my phone across the room. Let's see. Ice. The meta is more fun than the previous, in my opinion. Some matches are, some aren't. Who knows? Hey, Jay Will, the other black man. Welcome, gentlemen. Need my hairs cut, huh? Yeah. It's thinning enough on the top, and I'm losing it. And, well, there's just some days that the bald spot up there, I get a line that goes, well, let's see how I can do this. I guess I got to go from here. I struggle looking in my camera because it's reversed. So there's a line that just kind of continues, even though there's hair here, that just drives me crazy when I can see it. So, I think we'll go without that for now. But, it is what it is. I'm getting older. I have a family history of bald men, so I will be one of them one day. And I did not touch my screen at all. Why did you bring that up? I swear, sometimes I touch the sides of my case and it touches the screen. Close to level 6. Yeah, getting closer. After completing all of... Where is it? I think it's in here. There's so many different things, and hey, what do you know? We get the blank screen. There we are. I did do these other 2 little side quest thingies. Man, game is running laggy. Make sure I'm on my internet, so it ain't me. But yeah, I did these other, the Mystic Defense and the Tech Defense. Do have those 4 to 5 gems, but you get some experience out of it. The rewards for doing it, for the amount of effort it wasn't too bad. The Deathless Sake Stones, those will go into King Root, but you get some T7B. You get 5,000 7-star shards, so we'll probably open up another 7-star today. And you get a bunch of XP. I'm not going to argue with it. So getting closer to 63. If you didn't notice as well, they published out there all the rewards for your level ups. And up at the very top, as we get closer and closer, when you get to level 70, there's a new champion there. Good old 7-star Labtron. Yeah, 4 to 5 is not much. I may use it at some point. I don't know who. But, it's kind of worth leveling up now. You kind of get a nice new 7-star. Of course, by the time anybody hits level 70, 8 stars will probably be out. But, it's a nice little trophy reward in there. And if, you get the 6-star Labtron if you need them, which I think we all do. I don't know if there's any other way of getting them, but there you go. So that's out there. That's out there for us to look forward to. I wish the level grind was a little bit quicker, but at the same time, is what it is. All right. All those notifications are now gone at least. Yeah, not much else. Kind of want to do this week, do some Battlegrounds today, tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, because I think the 9.2 comes out Wednesday. I'm not going to rush through it, right? I'll probably do 1 and 2 Wednesday night, 2 and 3 Thursday night, or 3 and 4 Thursday night, and 5 and 6 maybe, depending on how hard the boss is and how long that takes. It may just be 5. It may be 5 and 6 on Friday into Saturday. And then, of course, we wrap up the Battlegrounds at the end of that week. So let's go big screen here. It's nice also to be back in front of my little stream deck here. I've got controls. I've got things I can do. I've got stuff I can put up on the screen. I can, not have to worry about monitoring my network connection every 3 seconds. For the Battlegrounds, I did run a couple yesterday. One thing I will say, airplanes, while you're traveling and you have Wi-Fi in there, are great for arena. They're great for doing things like that Mystic and Tech Defense Challenge. They're great for even doing Event Quest. What they're not good for is doing Battlegrounds. So I tried some, won some, lost some. It wasn't pretty. It's hard to get real frustrated on an airplane when you're sitting next to somebody and you're an old guy and you're trying not to necessarily let people next to you know that you're playing a game, and then you're getting frustrated and wanting to scream. It just doesn't bode well. So anyway, let's see. Sucks he's behind a 70. Well, yeah, it's fine. What was the Cap America emote? Let me. The salute. I've already got that one. I don't know what that came from. Was that Battlegrounds one season? Well, let's go in and run one with energy. I do need to use some Elder's Marks at some point in time. I've got about 10 matches worth of them left to do, just to get my score up a little bit higher. I'm already over the individual target, working towards what I want to hit as far as the final. Enough chatting, they say. Get to playing, they say. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, that's a rank 4 Photon. Me and my love-hate relationship with Photon, she's got to be gone. Probably going to take that Bullseye out of there as well. And then I'm thinking we're going to take her out of the way. Any rank 4s in there I'm not seeing that are trying to sneak in? No, that's it. My Friday's going well so far. How's yours? Leader is better, I think, so far. Yeah, Leader's not too bad. You can see mine is in there and was banned. I'm going to go there, I guess. Hope everybody's Friday is going well as well. R1 Sandman just did FAM and 40. I've thought about not Future Ant-Man. I've thought about Sandman. Thought about her. Haven't pulled the trigger on her yet. Getting annoyed. Ooh, yeah, spring and summer colds are no fun. I will, see, I thought long and hard about putting in my Bastion. Should have. Didn't. Should have. Now we're going to have trouble, I think. Not liking the draft so far. I need a onslaught counter. Or maybe I can pull his onslaught out. I don't know. My Friday evening's going great. Just pulled Photon and immediately ranked. There you go. Congrats, man. That is worth some of that. Congrats. Photon, great pull. I hate fighting her. Okay, there we go. Now we're happier. And we did put this guy in the game. We did add in a CGR. And you know what? I think we're going to try him. I haven't used him yet in here. Why not? We're going to try it. What's the worst that can happen? I can lose. I'm trying to get a better Hey, Reaper, what's going on, man? Trying to get a better attitude about the game. Trying to just relax more. Just enjoy my time playing Battlegrounds. Not get frustrated, not throw my phone across the room. I know it's not so much fun from your standpoint of watching, but I'm going to put a champ out there like a Tuma very early on to try and pull out his onslaught. If he wants to put him out there, great. If he doesn't, well, the heck with him. There's a Kindred. We're going to go with a little piggy that could. And see, every once in a while, that plan works. I didn't want to fight the onslaught. I did have Bastion. Could have put him out there. Oh, well. Oh, and I just messed that up. Oh well. I was thinking he was going for a heavy and not the special one. You know, when you can screw up a fight, you just screw up a fight. That's kind of how I look at it. You know, sometimes you just really want to screw it up. You know, and that's kind of what this is right here. I just really wanted to screw this fight up. You know, just really wanted to screw it up badly. That's what I get for not playing for a couple days. That would have been fine, but I just kind of screwed up that first special one that he threw. I was thinking it was, for whatever reason, it was in my mind he was going for that heavy counter. Who will be the Cosmic 7-star CGR more likely than Herc? I'm thinking Hulkling, to be honest. I don't see Herc. I don't see CGR. And man, I was a good 22 seconds faster, and that health loss hurt that much. Oh well. Oh well. No, they haven't said anything. I think they're going to put him out like every Friday or something like that. Let's see if we can get lucky. Yeah, just predictions. Just predictions. And wants. Oh, you would throw that. Why did you have to throw that? Oh, you... Of course. Every chance she gets... I don't care. I just want to die at this point. Oh my gosh. Stupid Penny. Just. I mean, come on. I mean, it wasn't even close. Every hit. And she had to throw the special one right away. I don't care. Just kill me. I'm done. Yeah, calm stream energy's already gone. Just so stupid. 7-star Tigra? I could take her or lose that. Oh, I know. I know, Jason. I just didn't feel like it. I was hoping to get lucky. What are the cosmic options besides Herc CGR? They're all up for grabs. Hey, I'm all up for grabs, but you know, thinking through the ones. Anyway, thinking through the ones that are out there. Anyway, I won't get triggered by that. Maybe. Thinking through the options that are out there, there's just not a lot of cosmic that aren't 7 stars yet. I think Hulkling would make a big splash and be very good and get people to spend a lot. You know, it's going to be one of those days. You know, I could have gotten lucky there. She could not have thrown up the. She could not have thrown her special one. Typically, she doesn't. You know, and then she didn't have to auto block me every single time I tried to hit into her when, you know, the shield wasn't down. I could have also gone null and really finished it off pretty quick. But I wanted to try CGR, and guess what? Didn't work. So now just got a bigger climb. I'd like to finish the stream, if possible, on a positive instead of, winning one, losing one, all that way through it. Salmon, yeah, with Atuma you can't. Is it Atuma you can't reverse his power gain or his regen? I want to say that's the case. Let me look it up. I think that's the case. Yeah, Tuma's base regen rate is 25% instead of the usual 100 and cannot be lowered further. So, yeah, he's not one that you can really reverse the power gain on. I just wanted to lose. I want to lose down to 0 and rebuild because I want to use Elder's Marks. And, have easier matches. Some annoying champions in there for sure. Yeah, we'll leave Enchantress in there. What the heck? Hey, Zemo, what's going on, my friend? We'll go there. Warlock has been a very, very good match. I like being aggressive and being right up on them. So Warlock is a good option for me. We're going to do it. I don't have Silk in my deck, to be honest. I probably should put her in there. The problem is there's so many champs I want to use, and then able to get the right ones at the right time has been a struggle. Let's go there. He's been doing well. That was a tough call there on who I wanted. Very, very tough call. And speaking of the Enchantress, she's going to show up when you talk about it. It just, there's never any doubt about that. Who do we take for this last one? Who's he going to pull? I think we're going to go there. Who do I have for defense? Let's go that way. Not a very defensive, terrible defensive draft, as a matter of fact. Absolutely horrible defensive draft. I appreciate it, Reaper. Take care, my friend. You can stick around, but I do appreciate the like. And I appreciate the drive-by. Well, now this is no fun. Guess we go here to start with. Yeah. Yeah. 2 rounds is all you need, unless you're me. I'm trying to go slow against him so that he can build some regens up. I did not plan on getting rooted. Really just trying to go very slow Why is he not regenning right now? This did not go the way I wanted it to. How did he get red? And he... This game, you know, as close as I was to him, he should have 75,000 heals up. This meta's trash. We may do something else. That matchup should have worked perfectly fine. That matchup should have worked perfectly fine. There should have been so many heals up as close as I was to him that whole entire fight. That's okay. It's okay. Oh, the game hates me. Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt about it. I have no doubt that the game hates me. If there was another game I could stream and you guys would come watch, of course. You need to look no further than the 5 hits in the block. And the fact that I can't get a parry in there. Oh, goodness. I quit. I just. This game, you know, I'm not even going to stick around for it. I'm going to give it to him. Hey, Wolby. Okay, enough of that. Enough of that. Let's focus. Let's play like we can. You know,
so you
I'm tired
get
of this.
nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
You know, it's like, I don't know, there's sometimes in metas and sometimes I play this that I realize that, you know, I've completely forgotten how to play the game. I swear. I mean, it's like I know how to fight Atuma. I know what to do, but I completely forgot there for a minute. I mean, just completely had no idea what I was doing in those fights. That's a rank 4. That's a rank 4 arcade hiding in there. Okay. Yeah, this is not my favorite meta. I thought it was going to be more fun than what it is. You know, even on fights where I get the counter, I'm not. There's just something that's not feeling right. Have I won a fight yet? No, I haven't. Okay, let's win this round. Oh, of course, he's got to get Serpent. Yeah, sometimes I'm so in the zone with all sequences happening, I almost reach peak MSD's level. Yeah, I think my grandson who's never picked up the game could play better than me sometimes. The drafts aren't helping me out a whole lot either. Oh, they've got one of those. I saw the notification come up on my iPad. I kind of figured that's what that looked like. We may go take a look at it here in a minute. Okay, we're going to focus. We're going to pay attention to what we're doing, and we're going to do well. Whatever we do, we're going to do it well. If we're going to lose, we're going to lose spectacularly. And that is horrible right there, my friends. That gives me nothing. I'm not getting any of the champions I really want to get, for one thing. Who do I use on that Korg? Let's go there. No, my Sandman's on the R1. Holy crud. What the heck rank is this Korg? I mean, I lost... Oh, sometimes you just can't. Sometimes you just can't make this game up. Can't make this crap up. Sometimes you just can't make the crap up, man. And I've got no counter to... I had no counter to Serpent. It wasn't even worth it. He had a counter. I didn't. I'm just... Okay, time for the win streak now. We're going to try something here, I think. Maybe. Got to try something. These are the fights I want Kabam to see as proof that sometimes their metas are high. Oh yeah, this is, so far, these first 3 matches have been horrible. Granted, I haven't played well, but that's 5 in a row that I've not even come close to winning. Some people are doing okay in it, which More power to them. Good God, man. Really? Who am I taking out of this? Let's just do that.
Why? 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 Why?
Okay. We're going to try Sandman. We're going to spam special ones all day long, baby. I don't care who it's against. We're just going to spam special ones. And then we're going to start winning and having some fun.
I'm sorry. No,
I thought really long and hard. There were $6. I thought maybe we'll ban the Viv, maybe we'll ban Enchantress, maybe we'll ban Zola, and he's gotten all of them in the draft. Absolutely unreal. I think I'm gonna restart my game. My game is starting to flake out here, my friends. It's just really starting to go a little crazy. I don't understand it. It just maybe mid-fight and just crap out and require a restart. Let's see what we can do. I figured I'd see that Enchantress. So you know what? We'll see that Enchantress and we will give you a... Let's give you a... No, you got Jack. Let's give you a Photon to start you off. Should have probably gone Photon here against Enchantress, but we're going to use Sandman against her. Good. You use Jack. That means I can use Zola the next round. See, it's time to get back into this and play this way it should be played. Now, be the kind Enchantress. Be the nice Enchantress. Be the pretty, beautiful creature that you can be. And how did that go in with him? I could have sworn. Well, this will be no fun. I could have sworn I put Sandman in there. Or maybe I was just too busy talking and didn't do anything. To be honest, this isn't going as bad as I thought it was going to go.
That was actually kind of exciting. Why, I've never felt so alive.
Oh, Lord. You can't make this crap up, my friends. Oh, man. All right, let's pull that back. Bait out the special. Let him get rooted. Intentionally take the little sleep there on the root. And that should be a win. The cool thing is, if you take the sleep while he's rooted, his second hit isn't going to reach you. And then you're going to wake up and, well, be able to counter. You take a little bit of damage. But that one I learned. And you know what? Because it was said that we need to do it. All planned. When the match went just like I planned it, just like I said, you know, he's going to drop Enchantress and I'm going to use Serpent. That was all 100% part of the plan. Never have a doubt.
From this day forth, you put your faith in me.
Now, if that was a 7-star, I probably wouldn't have been able to do it. That match, I probably would have had to pull those D-gens back one more time. And of course, we got to get somebody from LVT, and somebody that I know, and somebody that's good, you know, because that's the way the game goes. You know, you get a little cocky, you win one, and the game just says, nope, not going to happen. You're going to face a rank 4 Sentinel and a rank 4 Sassy because we said so. Yep. Game's got to do it. There is never a doubt. The game knows. The game knows. There's never any doubt, never any fear of that this game letting me break off like a multi-match win streak. Just ain't gonna happen. I knew I was going to regret it. The regret is real. Just that quickly I regret it. I don't know who I'm going to use for who on this. I don't know who I'm using for defense. don't know if this will work. Probably should have gone count here, but I'm thinking maybe I've got a shot this way. He's going to be quicker than me by far. I just was thinking, you know, Thanos throws enough specials. Maybe. Maybe if I get some good pig RNG. I think I'm going to build to a special 2 here. Oh, good gosh. I got hit by that? Of course I did. That says emergency maintenance. Anybody else is down, or is it just me? I'm not seeing anything in Discord. Fixing the catalyst issue? Well, would be nice if they posted something. Well, well, well. Well. Now, what are we going to do with our time? Yeah, kind of thinking the same thing, the other Black Man. I am refreshing all 3 avenues that they've got to talk to us. The forum, the regular Discord, and the CCP Discord. It's posted in the forum. There's no... Where at in the forum? I'm looking, there's no banner, there's not bugs and known issues. If there's an issue with the offer, it should be removed now while we sort this out. Anyone who purchases may find themselves temp banned while we sort things out. Not a permanent ban or anything, just to be clear. That's the only thing I'm seeing so far. Ah, there we go. Just got the notification. Emergency maintenance. There was an issue with the offer that we sent out. A surplus of TU7 basic catalysts. While the game team investigates a way to remedy this issue, we'll be putting the game into emergency maintenance. We don't currently have an estimate on how long this will take. However, we'll let you know as soon as we know anything. Well, that was fun. I'm glad I decided to stream this afternoon. So what are we going to do in the meantime? I mean, I wasn't playing particularly well anyway, so you know, it just par for the course. I'm glad in a way that they're doing it. It wasn't a bug, it was a fat finger. I'm just kind of poking around now, seeing what I can do. Yeah, they had to temp ban. I mean, if you got 100 Tier 7 basic, they were going to rank up everybody and their brother. It would just be a nightmare. And, you know, understand why they do it. I'm not upset that there's emergency maintenance. You know, I just was looking for notification and there just wasn't any yet. I know it takes some time, but... So what we can do, because we haven't done this here, is I'm going to come out here, I'm going to bring something up, and we can kind of go down through it. Oh, let me find it here. There we go. We can go down and read through the AI deep dive. For the most part, oof, I got to fix that window. It does not work for this. Let me make it a little smaller. Put it about there. Now let's increase the font size a little bit. All right, now we can do that. And there we go, look at that. Formatted correctly and hopefully so that it can be readed? I almost said readed. I speak the English language. Sometimes. There we go. Not going to read down through this. There's a couple parts of this that I did find interesting, though. What was the reason for the shutdown is... There's an issue with the offer that sent out a surplus of Tier 7 basic catalysts while the game team blah, 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 blah. Basically, they had an offer that they put way too many Tier 7 in there. Okay. A couple things that I found interesting. Number one, I'm going to go to this little video that they've got here. And this video shows exactly one of the biggest issues I have in this game. Watch this guy. Okay. When you're playing the game, it goes faster than that. That's when, you see the defender sitting there just kind of, what I call having a seizure in the corner. It's locked up, and and they even address it here, that the AI is frame perfect. Where does it say it? I know it's in here somewhere. I know it was somewhere. Okay, here it is. A frame perfect button masher with random outputs. Okay, so it's sitting there having the little seizure in the corner. It's trying to decide whether it's going to come at you, whether it's going to block what it's doing, and it keeps fluctuating back and forth between the two rapidly. At that point in time, any decision you make, unless you wait it out, is going to be frame perfect. So what that means is if you go to rush in, it's going to be frame perfect and be able to block or intercept. Or it's going to come at you because the AI doesn't know how to intercept. Or so they say. If it just is, when it's doing that, the choice it's going to make is going to affect you no matter what you do. That was kind of one of the things I took away from it. And it's doing this number right here. If the AI rolls an invalid action, it'll keep re-rolling until it finds a valid one, as the animation below showed. So basically, it's sitting there in a corner, and it's not getting the a proper reaction, however it is. So, this was kind of a decent look at it. I'm very interested in really the bottom line to this, which is this part right down here. They're rebuilding it. Hopefully the rebuild will work. Yeah, see, that's my thing, Show. That's exactly it. You most likely cannot dash in and hit block at that point in time. I have tried it. Sometimes you're successful. Sometimes its roll says to block. Okay? And it's frame perfect on the block. That's why sometimes it'll be an intercept depending on where it was at in the last decision and where it's moving. If you go in and it just happens to hit block at that particular instance, you're going to get parried. It's frame perfect. It knows when that decision is going to be made, and it hits it every time. You take your life into your own hands at that point in time, basically. It's a good read. I'm glad they put this out. It's a lot of words. Yeah, see, and there are effects that modify the AI behavior: taunt, intimidate, infuriate. The one that gets me, it creates a weighted action. I think these right here need to have more weight added to them. Because we all know it. You put taunt on the defender, it should prompt them almost immediately to throw a special. And there are times that they're taunted and they never throw a special. That RNG has got to go. That taunt needs to mean more. Same with intimidate. That's my big problem with using champions like Mantis. You'll put the intimidate on there. They're supposed to hold block. They're supposed to wait. It's probably 20% of the time they do that. At least in my book. Things like that I think need to have a bigger weight to them, at least with certain champions. Maybe not a node, but with the champion that relies on that mechanic, or even the infuriate, where they're supposed to be more aggressive so that you can get intercepts easier. Both of those need to be, I think all of those need to be kind of cranked up another percent or two. And I don't think this is the case either. That they primarily used to. I'm going to tell you, run arena. Run the first 10 rounds in arena. What you're going to find is the first 2 or 3 rounds of arena, they are the most passive, most terrible AI you ever want to meet. They are slow on decision. They're slow on doing anything. That is not the easy. That is ridiculously cranked down. And then, if you get a death match, it goes the opposite end. And there are AIs in between. You can't tell me that it is just, oh, here's the easy AI, here's the hard AI. No. Yeah, Titania is a great one. How many times have you been heavying in the corner with 7 stacks of Intimidate on and they throw a special? At 7 stacks, I know there's diminishing returns and all that. At some point in time, they're going to be intimidated and they're just going to want to sit there and cower. There we go. So some of this I take with a wee bit of skepticism. It's nice that they put it out there for us to read. There's just there are more than just 2 AIs. There's got to be. So, there's tuning. There is things that they get, and they talk about it in here, that they can tune. During the fight, hitting the defender builds up a hidden aggression stat, which adds more weight to certain attack actions. Okay. Another is mistakes. The AI has a chance in the role to make a bad decision with the original intent of giving the player an opening to capitalize on. I'd like to see more of those. Yeah, it just, I wish they wouldn't have put that wording in there. That goes, hey, Snow, what's going on? Frame perfect button masher, which means it knows exactly when to mash the button. And if that roll comes up, hey, we're going to intercept, there's nothing you can do. The one that I wish they would get out of the game, that they touched on somewhere. I can't remember if it was in the CCP. I don't remember if it's in here or in something else. Is the light intercept? Is what they need to get rid of, because the player can't do it. Is the walk-up light. The defender's walking towards you, moving towards you, and it intercepts you with a light attack. You cannot be moving across the screen, left to right, like we do. Left to right. We can't be doing that and light attack. So you can't be rushing in and light attack. The AI can rush in with a light attack. That's the one that I know they touch on in there that I wish they would get rid of. That is the biggie. That is the one that gets me more than anything is, I'm ready for a medium. There's a different timing on the medium attack and a light attack. I'm ready for the medium. I'm ready to parry. I'm ready to go. When it comes in at a light attack, it's a snap attack, and there's no way you can get that parry off in time. That one bothers me. I don't know if there's any way around it, but that one bothers me. Just kind of reading down through to see what else is going on, if anything else is there, and there's not really. I don't know how long this is going to last, unfortunately. No, I didn't go buy any of it. I didn't even look at the offer before they pulled it. So, anybody in here buy any? Yusafa, did you get a bunch? Do you have 17 rank 4s now? Oh, sorry, YDD. I was busy doing other things. What's up? What do you do? If you use Discord, send me a message on there with the information, and I'm going to post it right now in the CCP. There. There we go. I'll let you know what they say. Oh, we can do that. We can go jump in and look at the deep dives. I won't have, well, can I do that? Yeah, we can do that. Let's see, where is... Do they not have a link to the deep dives on the website? I don't want to go look them up, because I don't have them linked on my... Why don't you put a link to your YouTube videos on your champion release bundles? I guess that means I gotta go to YouTube. Oh, thank you, Zod. I kind of, am of the same opinion there, to be honest. Let's go there. Where are they? Somewhere in here.
What is
Let's make this bigger, and let's make it so you can see it. And let me unmute my speakers, and I think you should be able to hear it when I start it. Well, let's find out.
going on, Summoners? We're back here today with another Champion Deep Dive. Today, we're talking about Spider-Woman. So, sit back and relax, because it's time to get into it. Spider-Woman enters the contest with super spider powers, granting her immunity to poison, neutralize, and power steal effects. All of her personal effects, except for stun and power gain, are paused during any special attack. For every 5 basic attack hits she lands, she gains a Fury buff. And if she starts a combo against a non-stunned opponent, critical hits count as 2 landed hits. She also has a 20% chance to gain a Fury buff when struck. Her Furies last for 15 seconds and max out at 20 stacks. This buff duration can't be reduced and refreshes when dodging a special attack or when evading. Now, each time Spider-Woman gains a buff, she inflicts a Debilitate debuff for 20 seconds. These max out at 6 stacks. And against Mystic champions, they become severe debuffs. When a buff on Spider-Woman expires naturally or is nullified, she inflicts a non-stacking 50% Wither debuff for 1 second. When this Wither ends, she gains a power gain passive granting 100% of the power denied over 5 seconds. Also, every...
Okay, I'm just going to stop there. You know, there's words, and there's a lot of words, and there's a lot of things. You know, fortunately, she's not that difficult to play. Granted, I haven't played her too much. I played her a little bit on the CCP. But there's a lot of words in that kit. You know, sometimes words aren't always good. There's a lot of words here.
Snare debuff and a 100% severe fumble debuff for 7 seconds. Fumble prevents the dexterity mastery from being used during special attacks. These debuff timers are paused during her special...
And hey, Lee, Parzival, Kurt, what's up? I'll go ahead and pause it there. The game, the bundle that they had for sale was supposed to have 1,500 T7B shards. It had 1,500 Tier 7B. So yeah, they kind of, missed the mark by a little.
attacks, and they can't be inflicted during the opponent's special attacks. As a defender, when the opponent activates a special attack, Fumble is removed, and she's more likely to use her special 1 while Fumble is active. Additionally, when a buff on Spider-Woman is nullified, she inflicts 2 instant shocks. When this shock happens, or it's prevented by immunity, she also inflicts a severe Power Sting debuff for 10 seconds. These Power Stings deal...
Okay, and the difference between severe and regular buffs, come on. Come on. Just give me one style of debuff, that's enough.
An additional burst of direct damage scaling with how much power the opponent has when they trigger. Further, for each non-damaging debuff on both champions, she has a plus 2% chance to evade incoming attacks, up to a max of 24%. This evade can't trigger while blocking, and when an attack strikes an unstoppable opponent or misses, she gains a 100% evade buff for 2 seconds. An evade from this buff can trigger while blocking, and when it triggers, it goes on cooldown for 10 seconds, or until she has one of her buffs nullified or is immune to an effect.
Yeah, Barbarian, they're going to roll it back. They're going to figure out what they have to do to roll back any rank ups and all that.
On each hit of the special 1, she inflicts an instant shock and consumes a buff to inflict a second shock. These shocks can be inflicted through block.
Which is nice.
Special 2, on activation, she gains 5 Fury buffs and refreshes all buffs on her. The final hit inflicts a non-stacking 100% Retribution passive for 20 seconds. When activating a special, Retribution makes the affected champion take increased damage by the given potency until the end of their special attack. And when an attack strikes an unstoppable opponent or misses, this effect refreshes.
Hey, MKS.
The Special 3. At the end of this attack, she inflicts a stun passive for 4 seconds, inflicts 15 instant shocks, and gains
15.
a 33% energize buff for 10 seconds. Now, let's check out her signature ability.
Okay. That's a lot of words. She's fun. She looks like she's going to be fun to play. And for those wondering, and Kurt, hope you don't mind, I will show you his luck. If I can find it. That was Kurt's luck yesterday. 9.2 is next Wednesday. So yeah, it was fun. And I'm getting another image here. Hold on. Let's bring this one up. Oh my. That's a few Tier 7B and overflow. That's just a couple. That's just a couple. Whew. Yeah, it's going to take them a minute or two. So, while we've got time, who's everybody's MVPs for this meta? I'm struggling, to be honest. I'm struggling in this meta more than I want to admit. So, who's everybody's MVPs? Leader, I know is good. Jugs, Kush, Leader. You know, it's like that last match that, fortunately for me, the server crashed in the middle of. 19 seconds to take out a rank 3 Atuma. I don't have that luck with Jugs. That's the thing with me. I don't have that luck with my Juggernaut. Maybe I don't know how to play him correctly, but I don't have that luck with him. Oh, that shocker heavy. Oh my gosh. I mean, give me a break. It was the second I was rooted, the heavy went off. I could have let go, but I should have let go. I should have been paying attention to it. Should have been paying attention to it, but... Hey, Maxis, thanks for the sub. Yeah, I may take that one. Command, going to temp ban anyone who bought the off. Yeah, they're just until they can roll it back. What they don't want to have happen, and what's happened in the past is, like that screenshot that I showed that had 6,000 of them. If that person went in and ranked up every 7-star champion they had, that is a lot of rollback. That is a lot of work that has to be done. So they're going to temp ban anybody who has bought it just so that they can go in and remove them before there's a ton of rank ups. I guarantee you there's already been a ton of rank ups right now. So finally pulled 7-star. Maybe that means my luck will change. Maybe that means if the game comes up, we'll open up a 7-star and I'll get my 7-star Odin. Odin? Odin. Din with an N. I remember that one time someone got 1,500. Yeah. Yep. That's happened before. And, it's a decimal point error. Yeah. So, I don't blame them for throwing the game down for emergency maintenance for this. And, this will be another one of those times Kabam gets trashed because, so quick when it's, in the player's favor. This was in no one's favor. This would have thrown, without them stopping it, without them blocking it, without them rolling it back. There's nothing like that should have happened. These AW showcases were easy this time around. Yeah, I kind of liked it. I tried on the left side using a full Deathless team and shouldn't have. It would have been a lot easier if I would have just run Warlock and 3 other champions. But at the same time, I wanted to try the whole Deathless team, and I had 20-some revives. The right side, I didn't use any revives. Left side, I was like, the hell with it. Yeah, so, there's a couple of them that were tough. Yeah, it's fairly easy. Bring, just make sure you've got a meta champion in there, and, apply the slow as often as you can to Thanos. He's probably the hardest fight. As long as he's got that slow on, it's pretty easy. I didn't. So, made life a little bit more difficult on myself than it needed to be. But, like I had said going into it, I did the right side pretty much. I didn't do it deathless. I did die with a couple champs, but didn't need to revive anybody. And I haven't gotten an answer yet on those alliances that have not finished AQ. There's conversation going on about it, but Piggy seems good for tactic side. Finally have him R1. Yeah, I would think so. Not this meta Maxis. At least I don't think. I played around with Lumitrix some on. I could show you some of the fights. I think. Let me hide my screen. I think I've got them on here. We can do some of that. I started trying to do some fights for possibly putting out a video. So here's Lumitrix versus Rhino. He's not that hard of a champion to use. The hardest part of it is making sure you throw the special one when you are invisible. And I guess I could give you volume. See, now here I've got to go invisible. Now I can throw the special one. Now you throw the special two, you get 2 Furies. Now I'm waiting for him to throw a special, and there we go. Now you can finish the fight off pretty quick and pretty easy. And then against Sentry. But Kabam Niv responded, who's one of the lead designers. We're more or less in all hands on deck mode right now. First step is tackling the issues with the offer itself. Then we'll be able to handle the impact of the downtime. Yeah, Lee, I kind of agree with that right there. It's very easy to go in and think, oh, it's shards, and just kind of go in the same mode they were in. His playstyle is really fun. I'm looking forward to getting him. I don't think he needs to be awakened. He's not awakened doing any of this, and this is just a rank 2. Because what I planned on doing, and it just didn't work out with my work schedule, was doing a rank 2 to rank 3 comparison. Having both fights up on the screen at the same time, so you can see the difference between the ranks. And it's fun when he is invisible. You can play really aggressive. And I think this is the last one I did, which was Luke Cage. I agree with you, Barbarian. Medusa's better. I've got both ranked. I use Medusa a heck of a lot more. Oh yeah, there's people that have gone to jail for that, Lee, where they've gotten more money than they should have out of an ATM, or took advantage of an exploit and have gotten in trouble for that. So all in all, I mean, he's a fun champion to play. Now we're going to bait out a special. We'll counter it so that we can get the invis. Now we just need him to hit us. There we go. And now I kind of waiting out his indestructible before I threw the special. That way I can kind of go ham here and just kind of hit into him, throw the special 2 right away, and then you can see I'm trying to hit the striker. I don't know how, if you notice that, how many times I hit the striker there. It's kind of funny. Let's see if I can bring that back. Oh, come on, phone. There we go. After I throw that special 2, watch the striker button. And he still gets the special off before me. Go tell me how that happens. Speaking of the AI, watch the spam. But yeah, you can. I wanted the striker after the SP2 so I could continue to hit him, but just didn't get it. So there you go. There's a little bit of gameplay footage. Yeah, I think this is going to go for a while, my friends. I think our Friday afternoon plans may have to change a bit. We're gonna try to wait it out. I'm rapidly refreshing everything I can over here on the other screen. Oh, sometimes. I think Danny is fun, but she sucks in BGs. I guess time will tell. Yeah, I don't know in this meta if Lumitrix will be good, because you're close to the defender a lot playing him, and he has no real way of handling the regen. He can hit hard, but that regen is going to ramp up so high that there's nothing any champion could do to hit harder than that. Oh, come on, game. Hey, Lee Boyce with the gifted. I can give you some love again, my friend. And the Honcho with the gifted membership. Congrats on the gifted, and thank you, Lee. Lee the Goat Boyce. They had a little bit of issue with their offer that they had. Instead of shards, they put full tier 7B in the bundle. So people who bought it had the ability to rank 4 every 7-star champion in the game. Almost, if you had enough of the other items. And it's been down. I don't know how long. What's the time frame on how long it's been down now? So, just kind of waiting on them. Yeah, it's been about 30 minutes, I think. And just waiting to see if there's any more responses to anything on timing. I know Yusafa's got their ear more than I do. Okay. Yeah, it sounds like it was a great deal for some. I should have gone to take a look at it and bought it. But nah, I don't need a ban. I enjoy what I'm doing sometimes in streaming this game. Of course, I've got to stay connected because I do have a rule that I've got to finish on a win. Was my last one a win? My last one was a win. My last one was a win. What do you know? I could end the stream. You know, we're just gonna let's just have a little fun. Let's do this.
Elmo's gonna dance on the moon.
Nothing else to do. We're gonna dance on fire. Let's try again. Sooner or later, the contest will be back up. And you know, we can dance again. I'm not giving you the other one. You're not going to get it because...
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 This is the worst.
Those are appropriate. I mean, why not?
Wait a second. What did you think about the ride?
It was great. And apparently, I've never been on live television before, but apparently sometimes I don't watch I don't watch the news because I'm a kid, and apparently Grandpa just gives me the remote after we watch the Powerball.
If I were a rich man, all day long I'd biddy biddy bum. If I were a wealthy man, oi!
There we go. There's some entertainment for you. Much better than my game playing. I need to go pick out some more. We should do that live on stream. Help me load my stream deck down with new fun little thingy things. Oh, we're gonna give it another 10 minutes. Solitaire stream. Ooh. You know what I could do? Hold on. I think. Give me a second. Oh, an ad. They're not reimbursing me. Don't give me an ad. Fine. I'll play your stupid little game in the ad. Okay, can I stop the game now? Yes, thank you. This is my go-to in an airplane, the thing that I do in an airplane when I don't have Wi-Fi. I don't think I've ever tried to do this with other people watching me, though. This will be fun. Why not? Oops, didn't mean to hit that. My Time Killer Games Candy Crush. I've got that on here too. I don't know what level I'm on. I'll bring that up here in a minute. Let's just kind of see if I can finish this off. And the ones are done. Let's try the sixes here. Don't really have an opening. Let's see if we can figure out. That six has got to go there. That's all those side. Okay, top. It's got to be bottom over here. Oops, no it doesn't. It's got to be there over here. That was a boo-boo. And then right there, the sixes are now gone. Let's look at the fours. Four's got to be in the middle. Can't do that one yet. Four's got to be there. So here, the four's got to be in that one. This is fun, because I don't know if I can even talk as I'm going through this stupid thing on what I need to do. That's got to be a 2, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, anything else that's done? Tour around my house. My wife would probably shoot me if I did that. That's got to be a 2. So that 2's got to go there. That 2's got to go there. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's got to be a 5. 5, 5. Oops, that's a 5. 5, 5. Top row there. It's got to be there. And then last but not least, let's finish off the 9s now. I'm waiting for it. It's supposed to give me an auto finish here at some point in time. But maybe it won't because there are still some that I can mess up. So that's got to be a 3. And, all right, we're not done yet. The 3 for this one is there. The 3 for this one is there. The 3, there it is. There's the autocomplete. And of course, because I'm connected to Wi-Fi, it gives me an ad. Let's go see what else we can do. There's my Candy Crush. I haven't played this in ages. I don't know where I'm at. There we go. I'm at level 3,744. I may have played it a little bit. Yeah, it wouldn't work for streaming. I wouldn't be, if I turned off the Wi-Fi, it would disconnect the connection to the stream. That's kind of why I play that one on airplanes. That is my fun one for airplane rides. I am more than just a one-trick pony. I'm a two-trick pony.
Divine.
2000 is rookie numbers apparently. Yeah, Lee. You just gotta get big time, man. I spend a lot of time in airports and in airplanes and stuff like that. I gotta have something to do. I have 3. So we're doing some live stream Candy Crush, baby. If you want to see what the end game in Candy Crush looks like, here it is. This is the ultimate in end game content. Complete, total end game, baby. I'm not getting anything I want. Let me do that, though. Now we've got the blues. Oh, of course. Yeah, we can still get the key. Yeah, I just don't know how to talk and narrate through Candy Crush. Man, I couldn't tell you. it's enough for me just to try and focus a little bit on MCOC. I couldn't begin to tell you anything about any other game and any updates and things like that. Even one that I stream from time to time, which is World of Warcraft, I couldn't begin to tell you.
Sweet.
So, you know, we're just going to have a little bit of fun. Somebody, if you're refreshing the MCOC servers, let me know if the game comes back up. I mean, this is as exciting as watching me play Candy Crush is. Me losing hopelessly in MCOC has got to be more fun. I'm probably going to lose in this round as well of this game. So, you know, it's kind of like I'm playing MCOC. I can't get what I want. That is very much like MCOC, by the way. There's so many things you want, you just can never get exactly what you're looking for. Okay, we're getting closer. Now we can do that. That helped. And then we're going to do this. We're going to hold off on using the orange one for right now.
Sweet.
Kind of screwed up. And we're out of moves. Oh well. Let's see what we get here now. Let's close that out. Let's try to reconnect over here. Let's give up. Let's rerun that one. Punishing Bowser took advantage of it. Yeah, you know, I'm not. I guess I could be reading the chat a little bit here too. I'm get too addicted to these games. When you hear the running gauntlet, Deathless, and say Fossey completing new Candy Crush. Yeah, Kurt's everywhere, man. He always has been. Been winning the weekly race things recently, getting so much gold and power. Yeah, you can see I've got a few of them. I just don't. I hardly ever use them. I just play this to spend about 5 minutes and do nothing. Well, thank you for telling me how to play. I had forgotten. Hey, we got the other key. And there's another key to unlock. Yeah, you know, I had definitely had different plans in mind for today and my stream. You know, streaming Candy Crush really was not part of the plan. It was not. Wow. There's not very many moves in this one. Oh, I cannot imagine that those streams were fun to watch at all. I cannot imagine that those matches were fun at all. Hey, I get the Candy Crush subscribers. All right. Oh, it's back up. It's back up. It's back up. Oh. Well, now, let's go. And then let's take a look at the leaderboards and see who ranked up champions. I don't know if they've rolled them back yet. Really? Really? That's not what I wanted. I wanted there. Total summoner rating. It looks like they rolled some back. Or maybe not, unless there's 4 that could be bought. Yeah, it looks like they had to have rolled some back. Let's see how far they went back. Let's see if they erased any up. Hey, I got a draw. That was nice of them. So 3 losses, a win, and a draw. Let's try one more. Oh, we weren't winning that match, Joe. We weren't winning that one.
I'm sorry. No, 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 no. Why? Ah!
Holy why? You want to embarrass me on my own stream. And one of mine didn't work. That doesn't work. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's not working. Oh, no, you, even on your alt, you are a much better player than I. Free to play, yeah. You sometimes on your mini accounts, on your free to play accounts, you just got to do what you got to do. Yeah, Smiggers, it was down for about 30 minutes. Just now coming back up. Interesting. I never thought I'd have a Candy Crush stream though. I feel kind of good. I was able to stream Candy Crush. I like that, Saloy. That's kind of pretty cool. Most people probably didn't understand it, would be my guess. Anybody who was a Marvel fan and saw it and could recognize it for what it was would have definitely given them the win. Hey, Heinz, what's going on? Don't judge me on my gameplay. Judge me for my good looks, or something like that. I don't know. Oh. That was supposed to be that all along. Apparently, I can't parry. I can't parry, I can't dex, I can't. There we go. Root, baby. Root will get me every time. And I think it did there. Also happy my interrupted BG's match ended in draw. Now I'm 3.5, 3.5. There you go. If you finish healthy in that fight, Ghost, you beat me. Because, you know, I don't know how to play. No, Heinz, fortunately for me, I haven't. Past couple nights I've had to. There we go. I've just been traveling and all that since the meta started, so. After my stream Wednesday, I passed out because I had to be at the airport. Airport? Airport. It's the new terminology for airport. Airport very early on Thursday morning. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Let's give you him. You should be able to beat that guy, though. Yeah, that's kind of who I figured you'd go in there with, was Deathless She-Hulk. You said you wanted to try her. That was probably the best defender I could give you to try her. Got a little uglier there at the end than I thought. I thought I had timed that special one right. Yeah, the game's back up, Vulcan. I wish I had the ability to rank 3 some other champions right now. There's a bunch I want to rank 3, but I'm holding off any rank ups until that that May 13th or whatever that event is with Nick Fury and all that. Yeah, the first 35 seconds of that fight went very well. That's usually my problem with Kindred, is that last 5 seconds. Yeah, the Heart of Fire, thank you. Couldn't think of the name of it. Yeah, I thought I had timed the special just about right. I thought it, you know, I thought the root was going to kick in, and it didn't. So I should have waited, and then I had the special. GG's, Jason. GG's. Spectre aren't good enough. 2 weren't even... Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, I just wish there was more champions that had regen reversal easy in their kit. You know, the other thing I got to check. make sure. I may not have my mastery set right for this meta. I don't have my mastery set right. Okay. Well. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong set. I still don't have them set right. Okay. We're going to do a little mastery changing. Hey, Abdo, what's going on, my friend? Let's do some mastery swapping around here. Do we want to run 5 out of 5 MD? Yeah, we'll run 5 out of 5. We're going to take some. We do not need that many in deep wounds. That's where the 3 will come from. Let us waste some units. I mean, spend some units. I wish this was all gold. Hey, Mike Hill. Welcome, sir. Was Despair active all those debuff? Yeah, You see what I'm doing right now, right? Oops, I missed one there. I normally go 5 out of 5 in precision. Then we're going to do 3 out of 3 in despair. I appreciate that, Mr. Abdo. And now... I'm trying to think, do I want to redo these and put some in Resonate for that additional debuff? Yeah, we'll put 2 in there. And yes, you just did see me buy the 2nd rank. Okay. Now we got to go apply that to the deck. Now we'll see what we can do. I haven't even checked. Little secret. On that account, I have a hard enough time paying attention to war, let alone in the off season. I go in, I do my fights, I record them, take through whatever I can, and then probably don't check back. But yes, as you folks saw, I have the perseverance to wait out a full 30-minute downtime in the game to keep playing. And you guys think I'm going to, lose 3 or 4 and stop? That's child's play. Wait till you see all 25 of mine losing. I know I'm banning one of my rank 3s, but that's probably what's going to happen there. I think we're going to take out Bullseye because I don't have him rank 3. We're going to take that out. I should take out that Zola. I really should. I should take out that Photon as well. Or the Atuma, but I'm not going to. So glad I didn't buy that offer. I would still be tempted. I think most of them are back. I think they very, very quickly went through and did what they had to do. Oh, you're giving me a lot of credit there, Jason. Thank you. That's a lot of credit. You're assuming I'm going to get up there. I do have a question for you, Mr. Hill. Rank 3 Shocker versus rank 4 Onslaught. How many special ones do I need to throw? Is that a 1 special one, or is that a 2 special one? Thank you, sir. Yeah, gentlemen, that deal was destined to die an early death. It just didn't die an early enough death. All right. Don't know what I'm doing here. No, we don't want him on defense. We want him on defense. Almost screwed up there. What we're going to do is we're going to try this guy right here. Now what we want to do is we want to take this as slow as we can. That's all part of the plan. All part of the plan. Actually, getting hit wasn't part of the plan, but you know what? It worked out. That's how you stay close to somebody and do it. You let them hit you 5 times in the face, because they've got to be close to smack you in the face, right? I will take it, I will take it, I will happily take that. Yeah, you know, you have the right mastery setup, you do the right things, and the right things happen. Leader for this meta is incredible. You just have to stay close to them to let them build up a bunch of regens. Drop a special one, that regen's going to get reversed. What you want is medium, light, light, light. You want 3 lights in there. The first light applies a, what is it, a wither, and then the specter on the last one. Now who do we go here? I think we're going to go her. No, we're going to go there. You can do that too, like Jason said. That works much better than letting them hit you in the face. Now here, we do have to pay attention a little bit to the root. Oops. Okay, now we're going to wait out the next route, I think. Okay, I'm furiously watching the route and my heavy. There we go. A little slower than I wanted, but that should be good enough. Hey, got a KS? Not really cooking. Did okay. Yeah, that's the other thing, Sherry. You kind of have to stay away as much as you can on that so that he doesn't get too many regens. I don't know if he was full health when I did that, if it would have worked. So that's the hardest thing for me in this meta. I like being in their face. I like being aggressive and fighting hard. This whole having to back away and go slow and steer clear and do 4-hit combos and back away so they don't get regens doesn't fit my playstyle. But does he need an R4, Mike? Does he need that R4? Look at that. I think, are we back up to where we were when we started? Nope, not quite. Not quite. I'm hoping now, probably not, I just love him. Yeah, that makes sense. I've really grown to like him. I think at first I was very resistant to him, but I have grown to really, really like the guy. This should be a big account. If the folks in NY718 are still spenders like I think they are, this is a big account. What'd I tell you? Big account, rank 4. We may leave those two. We may. I think we'll take her out. I think we'll take him out. Holy crud. Yeah. This is
Rocco, our favorite rock.
Oh, I'm done drooling over huge decks, man. What's getting mad at me? I put a couple new ones in there since you've been here, Mike. Since you haven't caught a live stream. Since you've been slacking. Not liking this draft a whole lot, to be completely honest. Not liking it at all. Okay. I just don't know where this is going to go. Didn't really have a good matchup for this one. Got to save something for the cow. There's that frame perfectness again, by the way. couple decent crits there. Yeah, don't see me getting through this fight. Yeah, not terrible. Hey, 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 hey. Thing coming in clutch. Why not Dex the special? What's special? I try to Dex as many of them as I can. Some of them, just sometimes I just feel more comfortable taking them in the block. Now, where do we go? Now we put our photon down. Oh, yeah, that was not intentional. Sometimes I just don't get it. Sometimes I just don't get the Dex. Happens. I agree, I should learn to block it. I kind of agree completely with you right there. And I went 2 special ones because I know with the regen it's going to take me longer. All right, we just need to bait out one more special and then we should be able to finish this. If he... I think we're going to wait out one more root cycle too. I hate it as much as I hate it. Actually, of course. Of course, he roots me. Well, we're going to see what this does. I don't think this kills. Now we just kind of go. The healing is getting crazy. Okay. Okay. Now I think he goes cow. I go leader against cow. I've got to go very, very, very slow. This will be tough. Probably not slow enough. I did not mean to get hit so many times there. I have to hope my Korg becomes a pain in the butt. The only thing I had there was speed. Weird questions, but does anyone know when the Lumitrix thingies are leaving the weekly? No, I do not. I'm not going to be able to get them for free either. I'm not going to lie, show jinxed it. No, I knew about how that was going to go. I lost track of the route, that first route. I just completely lost track of it. Yeah, I got to start looking at the weekly deals as well. I got to go back and look at the calendar and all the stuff for that event. I was hoping it was... There's got to have to be some stuff in it for spring cleaning, I think, as well. I just don't want to buy anything until spring cleaning, and I don't really want to buy anything then. All right, I'm feeling better, and there we go. I will take the 33-second core, rank 3 Rintra takedown. Yeah, the free-to-play struggle. I wish they wouldn't put some of that behind a paywall. They should make up and have ways of getting it all. Even if it's units. Units to me is better than... Because, you know, that's time and game. You know, you can grind units. All right. What I want to do is I want to go in here. I want to see if we can open up a 7-star for all of those of you that sat around and waited and waited and waited and waited and waited. I may just go buy the shards. It's probably quicker and easier that way. How many shards are in here? 250? 750? Let's go buy the shards. Let's just do it. I haven't bought anything out of the Battlegrounds store yet, and I'm getting dangerously close to being capped out. So let us come in here. Somewhere there are 7-star shards, and we need 1, 2, 3. Gets us to 14.6. We'll open 2 6-stars, and we'll call it a day. Had to watch the bad game, play Candy Crush. Yeah, we just... Hey, on the bright side, the emergency maintenance is what I needed. You know, I needed that Candy Crush. Can't stop streaming. No one else is streaming. Well, maybe we'll do something else then, because I'm not doing any more Battlegrounds. I will say, look at this. We started off with 3 in a row. Then before the outage, we won. Then we had the outage, which I drew during. And then 1, 2, 3. So what is that? 5 in a row without a loss? We can take a look at Saga Incursions. That was kind of what I was thinking. I want to open up a 7-star before I do anything because I don't know if you know this or not. Lee guaranteed me a 7-star Odin. He said if I didn't pull a 7-star Odin, he was going to fund my entire opening during spring cleaning. You guys, it was in the chat. I hope you saw it. Let's open up 2 6-stars. That should get me a 7. All right. Here we go. I was guaranteed by Lee the Goat Boyce. And if he's not here, that's even better, to be honest, if he's not here. Because then he can't say anything about it. He can't claim that he was kidding or anything like that. But, you know, that's the one champion. When we look at, I've got to do this real quick so you can see why I'm after him. Here's my 7 stars. We're going to go to unowned and then class by class, just to draw this out. There. Can't really get any of those right at the moment. You can get Falcon. I think I could get Quicksilver. The other ones, not really there yet. Skill. Not readily available. Mutant. Gentle's the only one in a crystal right at the moment. Odin. None there, except for Infamous Iron Man. You can get him out of the feature. Or the Titan, whatever. And there you go. So there's very, very few. Very few that I'm missing. But I don't know why I'm worried about it. Because Lee gave me the guarantee. I got the Lee guarantee. And we're tapping it. Does the Lee guarantee hold up? Well, it was cosmic. He was partially right. So what's the who are the MVPs for the incursion? I have not looked at anything in this new incursions. Who's the team? I saw somebody say Okoye. I'm assuming Medusa will be good. And do I have to turn recoils off is the other question. Okoye with a power sting node crushes everything. Good call. Let's go. We might as well. Yeah, people just have to tell me the hacks because I'm not done any research. Typically, I will research and look at things before I do this. And I don't know if we'll do the full run. It's 4 o'clock my time. My wife's probably going to want to go to dinner here shortly. Ooh, they put Buffcorn and Strategic Movement back in and Tropic Shield. Lightning Fist, Martial Artists. Yeah, that Power Sting still should apply for Bullseye. I'm thinking Martial Artist right there. Buffcorn with her would be pretty darn impressive as well. You know what? We're going to go Buffcorn. Because she starts off with all those buffs. Why not? I've always liked Buff Cornucopia. I'm going to try this with recoils as well. That benefits Medusa as well. So hemostatic charge, huh? That's the one. That's the one I want. Inflicting bleed, applies power sting. That works for Medusa as well. There we go. Let's go have some fun. Let's go see what happens. Let's take a look at these nodes first. Cornered, we definitely do not want to take on Cornered. Not going to happen. We can go that way. Cornered with Okoye will not be fun. If that's on a boss, that's a big L. Let's see what Buffcorn does right here off the bat. Ten armor ups. What are the odds of that? Ooh, that's a good call. That's a good call, Reaper. We may do that. Mine's only a rank 2. Takes out the whole rank 3 team that I'm running here, but you know. Bane, power play every 12 seconds, whichever has the least amount of powers. I don't care. I don't plan on throwing specials if I don't have to. Oh, you know what? I had changed masteries right before this. I don't need to turn off recoils because recoils are already off. I guess it was proper timing to run incursions. More dark plumes. I don't know on the dark plumes either. So before anybody asks me how many you need or what you need, I have no clue. That would require me to look. You know what? We're just going to go with the team we got. Ooh, special refund would be fun. Damage over time effects gain ability, accuracy, and duration. Yeah, I think that's got to be the one. It means the bleeds and all that last longer. $17, the other black man. All you need is 17. I like these 7 Furies I started off with. Not bad when you can start off with 17 Furies. Or 7 Furies. Stun Vaughn. Ooh. You know what? Class disadvantage. Let's try it. I know he's not the best one for bleeds and shocks, but what the hell? I mean, what the hell? I can't parry. Let's see how many power stings we get on there. There's 31, 33 of them. I don't know what that was. I think it was 120k power sting. I would have felt that it would have been more than that. I may have to run this one on the other account with Chioth. Oh, it was 1.2 million? Okay. That feels a little bit better. That makes me feel just a little bit better. I hit the button. Let's go. Okay. I think this has got to be this way. Yeah. Yeah, just a casual 1.2 mil. All hacks are pretty useless. Not all of them. Almost got him with that. And then there we go. As long as they can bleed or they can be shocked, she'll do just fine. I think we're going to skip the no choice because we are perfectly healthy. We couldn't use any of them if we wanted to. Here is why we have Kushala, most likely. Actually, no, this is the... Yeah, not going to gain any power anyway. She won't parry me on the auto block. This one will take a little bit longer. Because I won't be able to power stinger. Took a little longer. What was that, 45 seconds? 37 seconds. That was a nice quick 3 zones. So far, liking it. I don't need to heal, so we'll skip going that way for sure, unless there's something here that's really nasty. Yeah, see, that debuff duration, I don't want to deal with that. I may not want to deal with that. Let's see what this has got over here. Yeah, yep. We gotta go to the right side. Run into Terex or something like that. Yeah, that's what I would think. Can't make it past zone 3. You know, it depends on the roster. Some of these, you know, I may not be able to on the mini account. Lost track of my combo. There we go. That's a little better. You know, the good old 10-second fights. But I think I will run this on the mini. I think probably tomorrow is going to be a mini account day. I need to start doing the grind up the victory track. Did that intentionally. I didn't want the auto block to hit me. Hit Monkey again. You know, I kind of like Hit Monkey as a boss. I don't mind his specials. I can usually dex them. I say that now, but then I'm going to miss one. Special, yeah, there we go. Special Chaos Inversion. I appreciate that, Mike. The special chaos inversion would have gotten me there if, because I completely had forgotten about it, if he didn't die. Yeah, thank goodness it is, because it would screw me up if it wasn't. If that node, if I had to worry about it, yeah, it would. Hey, this is what the Medusa's for. Okoye would work there. Oh yeah. Ooh, no. I cannot go that way. Can I? Because of the tyranny. He's not going to gain any power. I don't think I can do it. Yeah, the bleeds would take off his rock stacks, but I just don't think that's going to be enough to keep him and kill him before. What a combination of crap fights. I could have swapped, well, I don't think there was a swap node. Somebody for that. Bring somebody in for that thing. But without him gaining power, not something I want to play around with. Not something I want to play around with. You know what? Time to use Medusa for a fight. Let's see how she does. Not quite as quick. He didn't want to cooperate with his AI either. But... Ooh! Yeah, we're going to have to go Kushala here too. Power Focus 2. Okay. Gotta focus up here. Maybe I don't need to focus as much as I was thinking I needed to focus. Okay. Had me a little worried there, but then Node really helped out with the power gain. Didn't even read the nodes, to be honest, I don't think. Dun, 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 dun. Shock potency, why not? We'll give her a little bit more potency on shock. That's what I need for this week from deals. Okay. Yeah, I'll... If we got time at the end of this, if this doesn't... I've got to keep moving. We could take a look at it. May have to take a look at it tomorrow. I don't need to heal. I don't want the delirium. That's fine. I think we'll go that way. I hate stealth suit Spidey. That should stop the evade. I think the Lumitrix for a while yet, Shirley. I still need 4. How many do you need? Do you need 12? Is that what it is for the Lumitrix? I've got 5 at the moment. Yep, Dexing at the start. Get the ensnare on there. I could have taken that Invisible Woman. Oops. Oops. Now it's time to go slow because I got three regens on me. I was going to throw that special, but wanted to heal to full. You need 12 to buy them, and I have 9. I just can't seem to get one from the incursions. Yeah, I think after this I'll have 6. I've not bought any. I have not bought any at all. What do we got here? Defender's more likely to use the same special, but the defender attacked her. I have 20% chance to apply a poison debuff. Combat prowess, deja vu, okay. Let's have some fun. Good night. I just threw the striker just to kind of make sure I had spacing to back away. Ooh. 40% potency on the bleeds. Why not? Oh, never mind. Never mind. Power sting effect upgrade. Bye-bye. Things will die very quickly. Getting lucky kind of on the boost here. Going this way. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, we'll go. I think we can go this way. Yeah, why not? Why not? I think I've got some items in here too that if I ended up needing to revive or something like that, I could. Hey, 10-cent note. Welcome. You know what? We're going to go here, even though I get buffs. This could be a bad idea. But I think she's going to be dead well before it would really come into play too much. Uh-oh. I'm up to 5. She's not dead yet. I'm in a little bit of trouble. Now we're not. I just was afraid I was going to start. She was going to get the 10 and then it was going to start hurting. Fortunately, she didn't. That was nice. The medium attack, the medium combo and the large combo boost. Okay, so this is Wasp. Did I just go in with Medusa? No, okay, I went in the right chant. I want to Dex at the beginning, if it'll let me. That way I don't have to worry about her little Wasp evade. I will bait the special one out. And kill her. I just thought we could have done this together since I got stuck. Hey, we could do it on my mini. I'm not sure what time tomorrow I can stream, but we can set something up for maybe like Monday. I should be able to stream early. I could do an earlier stream than normal on Monday, and we could run it together. Yeah, we'll do that. And if I can help you on the mini, I can run it again on this. It doesn't hurt me. What are we going here? Don't really have any degen. Maybe just attack rating, I guess. Ooh, no, we can do the armor break debuff for Medusa. Do I want the heal? Or do I want to face Nick Fury? I'm going to face Nick Fury no matter what. Oh, I love it. Jeez. Well, let's go get the heal. Do you want Nick Fury with nodes or Nick Fury without nodes? I mean, all three paths, no matter what you do, you get a Nick Fury. Of course, this may not be the way to do it. I don't like that node. I didn't know what node it was. But you did see the full dex on the special one again, right? So I got the heal. But the problem with that was it went away real quick. Yeah, it was brawl. But you did notice the full dex on the SP1, right? There's a nice little heal. I kind of had to take that. It was either that or eat a special 3. I thought I could survive through this. Did not realize that was going to push him up so high in power. Okay. Well, you know, if there's still champs in the Titan Crystal that you want, I'd hold out. I thought about holding out because I do want Gentle, or not holding out because I do want Gentle, but I think I'm going to hold out. Oof, okay. I think we're going to go here. Just because I've got to alternate attacks. I don't know if... I just don't know. See, there's tunnel vision. I just didn't know. Ooh, okay, so it's the dexes that'll cause it too. Nice. Oh, block causes it as well. Lovely combination of nodes here. Let's do that. Okay, he's going to shrug that. Yeah, that was kind of my thinking there as well, Aaron. I wanted gentle. Still don't have them, but I think I want the champs they've just dropped. Okay, now I wouldn't mind something that can heal me up a little bit. I think Toxic Siphon will do it. Yeah. Yeah, I would assume they're going to give some compensation. I don't know what it'll be. Still probably too early. That'll probably be end of next week before that becomes any type of an issue or anything that we'll see. Don't really like the champs over on that other side. Don't really like that either. I guess we're going to go there. Okay. Kind of wanted him to hold on to that special. I think I had a heal there at the end. But that's okay. This is dumb. No. Was thinking maybe it would give me a chance to get some good heals off, but he would be healing up so much. I don't know if I could overcome it. So we'll do the safer option. We'll do the much safer option. Worry about healing up later. Okay, who do we use here? I think we still do. I think we may use Okoye here, depending on what it is. Aggression, regen, evasive maneuvers. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we can turn that off. Special Lock 2 passive, that's some regen healing. Okay, let's try this. Man, I'm going to kill him before he throws a special. Don't know what I was worried about there. I'm just worried anytime I take a Koya into a matchup with a Mystic. Yeah, I don't think I need any of the other ones. Through 9, let's go on to 10. Running out of time quickly. Okay, don't need a heal. Do we want to fight Piggy? Yeah, we can turn Piggy off. Off to a wedding rehearsal. Congrats, man. I know it's not yours, but you know, have fun. And good night. Oh, he killed him before I hit that special. They're just wasting time. Alright, now with Piggy, we just need to evade, get the ensnare up, and then we can build to a special too, I think. We're going to find out. Oof. What happened to my ensnare? There we go. Ensnare fell off. Okay, we still healed up. Let's see what nodes we got. We got to start looking at nodes now, though, and paying a little bit more attention. Tyranny, okay. Neither of us are gaining power. I can't stun them. Ooh, that's going to be a long fight. Evasive maneuvers, escalating pierce. Oh my gosh. My only downside to this is none of my champions are villains. I probably lost a lot of health there. The run may be over depending on what happens when I come back in here. Yep. Should be able to heal up some, I think. Because I will be putting on power stings, which are non-damaging debuffs. Problem is, he doesn't gain power either. So it's really hard to get openings. Just gonna be a long fight, but I do have 59 power stings on him. I would love him just to throw one special. That would be fun. Throw a special with 63 power stings. You think that would do a little bit of damage? Probably should have heavied there. Nope. Shouldn't have heavied there. I think we'll heavy here. You know, it's not very many bleeds and shocks, but 11 of them paused for a little bit. There we go. I could have heavy spam, but I think it would have taken longer. And I wouldn't have gotten my heals. Get a little bit more regen going. On to zone 11. Got your congrats, show. Congrats, my friend. That is awesome. That's fine. I can turn that off. We'll try that. Let's go. Hey, Gab, thank you for the sub. Just got wrecked on the Spider-Woman crystals, 300 deep, and ooh. Yeah, I don't... It's... I want to try for, but I got wrecked bad on Bastion. Ended up getting them. Yeah, Faust, we did it while the servers were down. We talked about them a little bit. We'll have to deal with one special here, maybe. What I want to do is that and that. Perfect. Now he'll throw one special. Now we just need to get a parry. Now we don't throw any more specials, and we just build to a special 3. That way we keep, if we get there, you know what? Heck with it. Let's drop a big old special 2. Wasn't as big as I was hoping it would be. And now we got to rush to a special 3. Or we just drop another special 2. The heck with it. There we go. I have one more bundle that I could technically buy before it caps me, but I don't know if it's even worth trying. Yeah, see, there's just so much in there that is RNG based that I don't recommend buying them unless you've got money you want to throw away. She is good. She is very, very good, but okay, we're gonna try this again. This one's going to take a little bit longer. No. That was a I intercepted with that frickin' special too. Yeah, I would say so, Gavin. I would think that event, the spring cleaning and the Heart of Fire will be better. I would hold off. Game, have you heard of Block? Alrighty, Reaper. Take care, man. Well, that didn't work out very well. Dang it. I can't let myself die to Batman. Thank you for doing it. Thank you for the heavies. At least you helped me out a little bit. Whew, okay. Okay, we don't need Okoye here. We do need Medusa here. One eye open. Okay, that's fine. I think that should be okay. Because the heavy's not going to hurt me at the beginning. Okay, so my doesn't turn off when I open. That's kind of what I was trying to find out. Yeah, that fight against Strife there was not ideal. Yeah, I thought I wanted to test it. I should have only hit her once, but we hit her twice. And now we get the heal. And I think we're going to go this side. Yeah, polka dot power, that shouldn't be any problem. Mighty charge, yeah, that's fine. We're just going to go that way. We can get her back up. Get these last 3 zones knocked out. Gives me a fight that I can heal her up on somewhat, I hope. Please give me some good RNG. Let's get some good healing going. Kind of like that. You know, 7 heals right off the bat. Maybe okay RNG. Honestly, I thought it would have healed me more than that. I think what I'm thinking, 2 of the ones I'm thinking Hulkling. I'm thinking Gladiator Hulk. Let's see, what other classes would there be? Mutant. I'm not sure on the mutant side. I'd have to go look and see who's not available. Yes, I know I should be knocking him down with a heavy. Arrgh! I screwed up there. I got done saying I don't mind dexing his specials. There went all that healing I got up. Oh, APOC, yeah, sorry. So what is there? Mystic. Doom? Wouldn't that be nice? Doom would be a fun one. Tech Star-Lord. Well, that was supposed to be 2 hits, and then... I really hate fighting you. Yeah, Nimrod wouldn't be bad, though. Okay. Thank you.
Why?
Okay, well, we've lost another champion. Cornered was crazy. Just get off my screen. Not going well here all of a sudden. If Venom here would decide to throw a special 1 without me having to dance the whole way back into the corner. I'm going for it. Yeah, Herc would just be so busted. Okay, I've got at most 11 minutes. No heals. I don't think I want to deal with kinetic transference. Oops, there's nothing there. What does this guy have on him? Tyranny. He's not going to gain any power. Okay. Biohazard. Can't do that side. I could, and I will. I think I know how I'm going to do this. Wish me luck. I think I've got 1 revive. Okay. Now we're going to revive Kushala. I think I've got some heals. Okay, that should be enough. I would love a Black Widow Clairvoyant. Oh, he gets unblockable. That's fun. What? Well, we may die here, and Mike, we may be able to run this together on. Come on, where's your heavy? I was hoping for some heals. Come on. I'm trying to be careful here too because I do not have... If I miss an intercept, I'm dead. There's a heal. And only one bleed. Okay. Ooh, man, I hate Maul. I hate an Ebony Maul. Okay. That was fun. He's going to be unblockable the majority of the fight as well. And masochism over time. Wow. Okay. Here goes nothing. Oh well, we're gonna use this. I know I could have done it for free, but we're gonna use one pay for revive. Okay, that's kind of what I was hoping for there. Just don't have a whole lot of time left. Kush blocks on... Oh, okay. I forgot about that. Well, guess what? We've got the revive right here. We're not too worried about it. As long as that doesn't have cornered. Good enough for me. Let's go this way. Revive Kushala. We should be able to heal up Okoye as we go. Come on. There you go. Why did I forget about the auto block? Thank you for not punishing me. Okay. Yeah, Photon's good for him. I like Silk. I even like Chavez. So what did I use here? 2 revives? Hope this does not push into a special 3. Really, that didn't kill him? Okay, that did. Koya's back looking fairly healthy. We're going to be using her most likely here against Nick Fury. Aggression, Fury, Nerves of Steel, truly great. Nerves of Steel. Power Lock 2. Okay. Let's go. I kind of like her. I only pulled her once. Why did you have to throw that? I didn't think I'd dex the special one. We should be okay here, though. Would you quit throwing special ones? Gosh, dang it, dude. Why? Okay. I think we made it through Nick. Holy crud. Yeah, I always forget about that, Aaron. I always forget about that. But we made it to Zone 15. We're not going to heal up anymore. We're not going to revive. We're going to get it done with the two champs we've got. Let's see what we just have to be careful. Of course, it's Mr. Fantastic Boss. I don't know if we'll go that way. Biohazard incursions. Guess we're going that way. Gonna try to heal up Kushala on Wong. These will not be as quick. I could always... Okay, he's at 41. $71, $72. I'm going to eat a bunch of damage here because he's not going to let me parry him. Save the striker. No need. Or there's a need. I'm going to take a chunk of damage again. Okay, no, I'm not. Thank you. Could be through Wong. Didn't heal up very much. What do you think of Kabam's new AI 2.0 and how? I think it's attainable. I don't know when it's going to be. It's going to take them a while. Yeah, you know, so there ain't no telling. Okay, hopefully this one's a little bit quicker. We may have to revive Okoye for that, Mr. Fantastic, but we're not stopping now. And let's hope he just does not throw a random daggone heavy and knock my arse out like he did the last time. He was in the process of throwing that random heavy. Tag on it. Then I, of course, get the auto block. I just... That was a delayed freaking power sting. Okay, now we just got to heal up. Okay, we're trying to heal up a little bit. I'm using the debuffs for the willpower healing. Excuse me. What? Oh, the down and out. Okay, we're down to the last champ. Well, that's dead. I just wanted to make it more challenging. Just wanted to make it a lot more challenging. Okay. Oh, I didn't buy those. I bought one. But you can see the number of units I've got. Would have to put minor aspect of nightmares in there. Had to get up over 25%. Masochism should not be too big of a deal. Because I didn't really need to worry too much about the heals. Let's finish this fight. There we go. Finished full yellow bar. Never needed to heal, never needed a revive. Alright, there we go. Through zone 15. That's going to wrap it up for me. I've got to get out of here. I am sure I've got a wife that's going to be really happy with me. But I'll be back probably tomorrow with something. I don't know what. Until then, everybody have a great Friday evening. Hope your time in MCOC goes a little bit cleaner than mine does. But until tomorrow, hope everybody has a great evening and take care all. Maybe. Have to hit the right button, and there it is.